we're going to talk about how to become a published author. My name is Hannah Olivas, and I am one of the CEOs of She Rises Studios. And I'm joined here today with Adriana Luna Carlos, and she is also the other CEO and founder of She Rises Studios.
Hi, everyone. So if you are watching from the Facebook page on She Rises Studios, and you're also a community member of the She Rises Studios community, go ahead and click share so you can share it to that page in the event that we're having a connection issue. And some of your friends might be saying, hey, I can't get access. If you want to go ahead and share that into the SRS community page. And we'll go ahead and do the same right after this. But we do want to jump right into things because I know you've been anticipating this. It was kind of a last minute invite, but we have been preparing for something very special today, and it's all about how to become a published author. So we do have 3 different ways to get published with She Rises Studios, and we wanted to take the time to break down what these 3 options are, what are the benefits, and ultimately, I would say the number one question that you should be thinking about is why become a published author? So I'll go ahead and get started with that and jump right into number 1. So why should you become a published author? It honestly truly does unleash something within yourself, right? One of the biggest things that we hear from individuals is that I have a story to tell, and I really want people to understand and be able to identify with, your story, what you're going through, and how you can help someone else. So I would say one of the biggest things is sharing your expertise, your experience, and truly opening up yourself to someone else. Now, this does not just have to be an event, something that you went through, but maybe this is something that you are in certain industry and you want to open, the pathway for others to do something that you're in line with. So let's say you're a digital creator and you have created a path um, to do something within your field, and you want to help others. So that's another excellent idea of unleashing your story through your expertise within your industry. So did you want to go ahead and give us some other examples of why some people want to become published authors?
Yes. So I kind of wanted to backtrack though and give a little history and why this is so important to us at She Rises and also the authors that we represent. So we started She Rises Studios, myself and Adriana. It'll be 3 years, I believe, in September. And it was not an easy journey by any means, and it hasn't been. But one of the main reasons why we started it was because we saw a true need for women to have a platform to share their stories, to share their businesses, to really come to the forefront with their voices being seen, heard, and known. And anyone who knows being an entrepreneur is not an easy task. It's not for the faint of heart. It requires a lot of grit and tenacity, and then taking it to that next level of sharing your story to promote yourself or to get it out there in the hopes that it will help other women and men, of course, in their need for inspiration or education or elevation, because that's what we are, is a platform for women to help them be elevated, celebrated, and educated. And how do you do that? You do that through writing. You do that through podcasting. You do that through television hosting. You do it through social media, on and offline marketing, network marketing in person, back to the good old days pre-pandemic when we actually went to network marketing events. So there's all these different ways, right? But one of the most powerful ways of them all that has stood the test of time is authorship, writing that book, getting that book to the masses, getting that book to the right people, the right readers, the right audience. And each one of you who are business owners know what I mean. When you're writing a book, you're writing to your specific niche, right? You're writing to that ideal client or ideal future client. And you are really paying it forward by sharing your tips, strategies, methods. They're all called different things, but really It's a way to help women grow in business and in life. She Rises Studios has always put the two together because first there's our daily personal lives and next is our business life, but they always coincide together no matter what. So we always say, She Rises Studios helps elevate, educate, and celebrate women in life and business wherever they are in their journey. So traditional publishing over the years has changed significantly, and I want to bust some myths today too, right out the door. Um, and what I mean by the changes is there is a surplus of authors that are coming out left and right, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what is still underrepresented is women, and women in specific niches. We want women to step up and write about technology. We want women to stand up and write about finance, about education, about beauty, about traveling. Traveling is a huge, huge market for women entrepreneurs. We want women to write about things that they've overcome, their life journey, and helping others. We don't have enough help or education, even to this day, in health and wellness, mental health. Like all of those things are so incredibly important. So if you are ready to launch your story, we want to help you launch it. And we want to help you by us giving you this platform to utilize. And when you're launching a book too, yes, writing it's got to be impeccable writing. But let's face it, none of us are professionals until we try and we get the help that we need to turn into professionals. And what I mean by that is, say you've never written a book, but it's something that you've always dreamed of, but you've never put it on your live it list goal. Yes, I said live it list goal. As something to do because you're afraid. Maybe you're afraid of grammar. Maybe you're afraid of what people will say. Maybe you're afraid of that judgment. Maybe you're afraid of yourself. All these different things come into play when you're writing a book, or you're not sure how to align it with your current business. That's what we do here, is we help get to the nuts and bolts to make the launch of the book a success, the creation of the book a success, and the continued visibility and marketing of the book. So when I spoke earlier about that traditional publishing, unless you are someone who has a million followers and you've spent your life creating this vast community of people who, as soon as they hear your name, they're going to run out and pick that book up. An example, Michelle Obama. An example, Marie Forleo. There's those are just a couple. Or let's just even say Oprah. If you're not a name dropper, so to speak, like that, then that means that we have to work harder. We have to be, smart about the way we launch things. We have to be smart about what the topics are. All of those things take time. So I say we're not traditional publishing, and I say that because we put more emphasis on branding you while launching your book. We put more emphasis on creating and fostering a community of readers for you. So there's so many different integral pieces to becoming a published author. And then I'll answer Adriana's question as to why. Why should you be? Number one, it gives you the credibility that you need. It's something that we utilize as a tool every single day. If you're a public speaker and you're in a book, do you take your books with you? Yes, you do. If you're offering workshops and you're an author, do you take your books with you? Yes, you do. Have you built courses around your books? And I'm not going to give away all the trade secrets, of course, but you get the moral of the story that becoming a published author helps elevate you, your brand, and your business. And yes, they are all three separate things that can be turned into an amazing publication. We're always looking for women who want to write devotionals, journals, self-help, fantasy, sci-fi, all of those things. We can do a vast array of those things, But I really want to encourage women the rest of this year and next year to really step out of that comfort zone, peek your little heads out, and come out and write and share your message with the world, whatever it is. If it's creativity, share it. We have so many different ways to publish. So I'm going to bounce it back to you, Adriana, and you can talk about what that looks like.
Definitely. And then before we do that, I want everyone who's watching to go ahead and take a moment and comment down below if we didn't mention one of the reasons why you want to become a published author. Comment below why you want to get started. What has drawn you to want to become a published author? Because I think it's important for us to also learn about the different reasons why, so we can better help you when you're ready to go ahead and get published. So, but yes, we will jump over to the 3 different ways on how to become published authors with She Rises Studios. So one of the easiest ways to get started is to join one of the She Rises Studios anthologies, and that's truly how this community started. One of the ways, I should say. So some of you may have joined from Becoming an Unstoppable Woman way back in September 2021 and joined the movement. So it kind of created this ever expanding experience for individuals to join our anthologies. And then it just went from there. We came out with some amazing Amazon bestsellers like Unleash Her, Me Too But Never Again, Introverted Women Leaders. There was just so many different ones. So if you are wanting to get your feet wet and you're not fully committed to writing a book all by yourself just yet, I would say the easiest way to get started is by joining one of the She Rises Studios anthologies. And I'm going to talk about 2 specific books that we are actually open right now that people can join. So that is actually the sequel to Becoming an Unstoppable Woman. So it's Becoming an Unstoppable Woman, The Journey Continues. We are giving individuals a chance to write a 2,500 word chapter that really identifies where you came from, where you are now. How did you create that journey and that pathway to your success? And success looks different for every person. We're not looking for pristine. We're not looking for perfect. We're looking for progression. And if you're someone that wants to join that book, that's one of the easiest ways to get started. I would say the other book that we're still looking for is called The Mindful Journey. And that one talks about, health and wellness in the mental sense. And there's a lot of different ways that you can talk about that. So it's finding inner peace through mental health. And that looks different for each person. That's going to allow people from different industries in the health and wellness industry to write on that book subject as well. So if you're looking to get your feet wet, you just want to start off with a chapter, join one of the She Rises Studios anthologies, and you're going to get yourself set on the right track. It's going to allow you to collaborate with other individuals, network with them, and be able to leverage their networks and expertise along with you. It's going to really reduce the amount of time and commitment that you need to place, because the other 2 options are a lot more in depth. They do, ask for more of your time. And then also there's always a return on investment as well. So you get to benefit with all of the marketing efforts. You get to use your book and leverage your book in your industry as a way to either upsell your current marketing efforts and services, products, whatever that might be, or create something totally new around your chapter in this book. So there's a lot of different ways to monetize. But if you are looking to join one of the She Rises Studios anthologies, go ahead and comment down below, join anthology. We're going to share after this live a way to save there's a huge discount with joining one of these 2 books. So go ahead and comment hashtag join anthology if you're interested in saving huge on that. So I'm going to go ahead to go to part 2. Did you want to tell us about writing a solo book?
I do, but I want to backtrack. So, Becoming an Unstoppable Woman, The Journey Continues is like a second dream come true, because when we created the first book series, and there's 6 in total, our very first book was Becoming an Unstoppable Woman. The next one was Becoming an Unstoppable Woman Entrepreneur, then Mompreneur, Finance, Health and Wellness, and Influence. And between the 6 books, this movement, Becoming an Unstoppable Woman, was created. And that unstoppable woman looks like the woman who, when we're talking about the journey continues, where that woman was a year ago versus where she's going now, where she's going to next. It's a combination of really showcasing what it means to become, because we are always becoming, right? So things are always changing. And this book has a super special place in my heart for so many reasons. So, for that book in particular, I'm looking for these brave women to come forward and join in the movement itself and be a part of the next, what we call hashtag boss series. In terms of a solo, for those of you who are ready to just take that leap and become a published solo author, we have such an incredible promotion going on right now. And we've made it so affordable and so helpful that you really, if you are ready, now is the time. So if you are ready to share your story in a solo book, I really want to hear from you. Please reach out to me, Hannah, Hanna, at sherisestudios.com. I would love to help you and also share with you the incredible promotion that we have going on for that. And in addition to you writing a book, you also are featured in our Becoming an Unstoppable Woman magazine that's in all the major retailers. All these books are published in 13 countries across Amazon. They are also featured in major retailers across the country and across the world. And that's the beauty, is that when you are writing and sharing your story, it's not local, it's global. And we've always made sure that our reach is a global reach, because we do want to reach women everywhere. And for those of you who are writing books that are for men to read, that's great too. We have no problem helping someone write a book that is geared towards men. I actually had a lady say, "Hey, I have a whole book on how to be a better husband." And, some might think that's funny, but you know what? People have and look for certain things. I would love to work with the solo artist. I feel their stories are impeccable, and it's a great time to start it. But all of this takes preparation. I don't want to make it seem like it's something that it's not, because it is important. So that's my little small thing on solo artists.
Yeah, so if you want to get started with being a solo author, comment down below hashtag solo, and we'll go in afterwards and again reach out to you. We have literally, for each of these options that we're talking about, we have a different special going on and a way for you to save, because we really want to maximize your profits. It's important for us that you succeed, because it helps this community grow. I don't think anyone realizes that we started this community from zero. There was nobody there. We're almost at 5,000 individuals just within the She Rises Studios community page, let alone our social media. That's over, I think we're over 120,000 in reach there. And then we have Phoenix TV, we have the magazine. So there's a lot going on. This community had started from nothing, and we're here. So we want to help people. This is not, something that we want you to take it seriously, because we take it seriously. So if you want to start your journey, and it does start with you writing a solo book, comment down below hashtag solo. We'll send you more information about the discount. So I'm going to go ahead and share the last way, which I find to be one of the funnest ways in sharing a story. And this is creating your own anthology. This is a bigger undertaking, because you get to hand select the authors in your book. You get to pick the topic. You get to decide if this is about tech, if this is about women in business, if this is about women in health. It doesn't even have to be a self-help book necessarily. It could be a book about different fictional stories. Like, you get to pick the subject. We are there to help you support your community of authors that you get to build. This is one of the fastest ways for you to expand your network and or start your network from the ground up. It is an amazing opportunity for you to truly grow and decide what is your network going to turn into. We help obviously streamline this publishing side. So you do get to be the forefront in hosting your authors and walking them through the process, but we help you walk through the process first before you do that. So you are still taking care of all of these different ways to become published get the same benefits, no matter which way you choose. So it's not like you're missing out one or the other. It's just about which way you want to start being an author. So if you want to handpick your authors, handpick your story, and truly develop a network, but also have a different way to monetize on that experience, this is the way to go. So if you're someone who's looking to start your own anthology, comment down below, hashtag own anthology, again, for a huge, huge discount. I cannot emphasize this because this has such a savings in it if you were to get started with this one. Again, one of my personal favorites. It's just a really fun experience. If you like to talk to people, if you like to grow a network and hear people's stories, this is, creating your own anthology is the way to go. So I really want you to think about this, let it percolate, go back and rewatch this, listen to the 3 different ways to become a published author, decide why you want to be an author. Does it align with our mission? We did talk in the beginning about how we love to help women establish themselves in different ways in life and in business. If we match you and you match us, comment down below the way that you want to get started. Just to name a few different things, we're going to quickly talk about the benefits of becoming a published author with She Raises Studios. So, did you want to kick that off?
I
What are
think
some
you're
of the
doing great.
benefits?
I'm like,
Okay. She's like, I'm enjoying watching.
I'm
So
learning.
I would say one of the biggest things is the customized support that you get. Each package, like I said, it does give the same benefits. It's just how we help you. So there's customized support from like the editing side. It's a huge undertaking for you to try to go and find your own editor, to trust them, to personalize that assistance, to help them help you overcome self-doubt through this process. So we help you with literally everything. We help you amplify your marketing efforts, how to go about starting that, what's the proper way, how to benefit the most. So we really go take a deep dive into the marketing efforts. We help you leverage PR and outreach opportunities. Some of that we do on our end, and other things is that we supply you with information and techniques to help you with your PR and outreach. So the other thing is we show you how to leverage the She Raises Studios community, but also how to create your own community. Um, and then overall, the biggest thing I would say is because we have gone through this, we have been able to streamline this service to try to help you save time, energy, and money, because it's important and it does cost money no matter which way you go about this, no matter who you choose as your publisher. It's going to cost something. It's just, do you want it to cost more of your time, more of your money, or more of your energy, or a combination of it all? It doesn't really matter. We just want to be an option for you that you can go to and trust, because it's important for us. We were in your shoes almost 2 years ago trying to decide this. We understand this is a scary first step. And that's why it's important that we try to share a testimony, that we try to get authors to share their testimonies. By the way, we do have a She Rises Studios author community group once you join, regardless of which way you're an author with us. So you get access to talk to other authors, collaborate with them. Maybe there's a book signing you want to host, and there's a bunch of you in one city or community and want to get together. There's so much support. So I will leave it off with this. Comment down below interested if you have any questions, you want to learn more, you're trying to still figure out which path is best for you. Just comment down below, hashtag interested. We want to thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our live event and learn about the 3 different ways to become a published author with She Raises Studio. So don't miss this opportunity to get started now. And that's all I have, unless you want to share anything else with everyone.
I think my message to end this would be dream big, but do bigger. And if you are ready to be a solo author, if you're ready to make the move as an anthology author or create your own, now is the time. I am very vested in working with women who are truly serious and ready to take that leap. And I'm excited to hear from you all today. Thank you so much for joining us today. And you're going to see a lot more of us because we have so many different projects that we're working on to continue to elevate our brand and you and any woman who really needs that platform. All right. Happy
All
Tuesday,
right, thank you.
everyone. Thank you.